Hey guys, this is SpockJoe, and this video is part of a series where I review each of the combat rigs from Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. And today I'm going to be doing a review on the FTL Rig. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. So with no further ado, let's get started. Now the FTL Rig has three different payloads. And those payloads are the Eraser, the FTL Jump, and the Shift Phase. Now, the Eraser is an experimental energy-based, like handgun type of thing, and basically what it does is it vaporizes anybody the weapon hits. So it kind of reminds me of the Annihilator from Black Ops 3, except for one thing. When you get shot with this thing, you cease to exist on the game. There is no body left whatsoever. This thing is probably the most overpowered gun in the game, in my opinion, and it's just ridiculous because you can actually fire very quickly with it. Now, moving on, we've got the FTL Jump, and the FTL Jump is basically like Glitch, except for instead of glitching backwards to a past position, you're glitching forward into a future position, so to speak. Good job, Infinity Ward. You're thinking out of the box there. I would say that this is very rounded and it really plays into many different people's playstyles. Now, moving on, we've got the Phase Shift. And the Phase Shift acts kind of like active camo from Black Ops 3. Except for one big thing. You're not really camouflaged with this perk. What actually is happening is you go into a different dimension and pop out in the game world, so to speak, at a different point after your charge or your boost meter is runned out. So it's really interesting because, I mean, you totally disappear off the map. The problem is you can't really engage people until you come out of that shift. Basically, when you go into that alternate dimension, you cannot see any of your opponents. They can't see you, you can't see them, so it kind of evens it out a little bit. But this allows you to either evade a situation or engage the situation. And what I mean by that is, like I said, you walk into a room, 5 guys looking you in the eye, you pop this thing, you end up going into that alternate dimension, you're able to maybe sneak behind them while they're, aiming at the position of where you were at, and you're able to catch them off guard, shoot them in the back. Now, moving on, we've got the traits. And the FTL Rig has 3 traits. And they are Supercharge, Perception, and Power Slide. And Supercharge, basically every time you shoot somebody or kill somebody, it's supposedly supposed to drop a package that when your teammates pick it up, it helps them toward cooling down or building up their payloads quicker. Now, if I'm wrong about that, please let me know in the comments below. But this is a perk that would benefit more your teammates than you specifically. Now, the second trait is Perception, and this basically allows the edges of your screen to light up yellow whenever an enemy opponent is aiming in your direction. This, I didn't really find it very useful for me. It just kind of made me paranoid every time I saw it. But I would say that this is a trait that would benefit people that aren't used to using the map very often. Whenever the screen starts glowing yellow, you know someone's aiming at you or they're looking in your direction, and you can maybe evade the situation or turn and engage that situation. So I would say that that would play on the strengths of people that may not use the map as much. Now, moving on to the final but not the least, the Power Slide. And the Power Slide allows you to basically slide further, but one great difference from any of the other games is you're able to aim down sight with this. So you can slide and aim at the opponent while you're using it. And to me, this perk is just amazing. I really recommend anybody that plays with the FTL definitely slap this on and let me know how you like it in the comments below. Now, we know that everybody has different play styles. We know that everybody has different ways to set up their rigs. And me personally, how I would set up my rig, I would use either the FTL jump or the phase shift for my payloads. I actually really enjoyed using those two payloads. I didn't think I would. I thought they were just going to be kind of gimmicky and catchy. But when I started playing with them, I really, really liked the FTL jump and the phase shift. The thing that I liked about the FTL jump was that very, very fact. I come up against an opponent, I can basically glitch forward past them and turn around and shoot them. And I would say 9 times out of 10, I ended up winning that gunfight. The phase shift I really liked because if I wanted to be stealthy, if I knew where the opponents were, I could just pop this thing, run around the corner. They don't know that I'm there. End up popping up back into this dimension, so to speak, and I could shoot them in the back. You know, I've gone right through the midst of them, and I popped up behind them. I was able to flank them and get like a triple kill sometimes. A very useful for my playstyle in this game so far. And for the traits, I would say that the power slide is the only thing that I recommend out of the traits for this. Now, there's other people that may disagree with me, and you know what? That's completely all right. For my playstyle, I really found it useful to use the power slide. And why I say that is because a lot of times when I power slid, the way that people shoot is the gun starts to have recoil and it goes up. So it could work against you. I mean, it could recoil up and shoot you in the head and they get the headshot. Or sometimes they aim towards your chest, and when you slide, they completely miss you and the gun just recoils upwards while you slide in and are able to aim down sight and shoot them while you're playing. I found this to be a very, very useful trait in the game. So with that said, that's all the thoughts that I had on this. Now, if you like this video, please share, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.